Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Just Fun Stuff, another Just Fun tour, and I'm excited about this one. As always, we are touring the island of OHULÉSIA, and so sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but this is a medieval style island, and what I like about this is there's like this perfect mix of the medieval inner city style, like behind the castle walls, and then the rustic little village on the outside of the castle, and the houses obviously decorated to fit the theme. So I'm so excited. I love a good themed island. Medieval is always so cool. Let's not wait. Let's go check it out. First, let's take a look at our map. Obviously, you can see there is like mass amounts of pathing going on. A waterway going through the entire center of the island, and then almost like moat style on the outside. There's it looks like different residential areas set up. There's some in the front of the island. You can see the four houses lined up. There's some in the very back corner, and then some along the side. I'm assuming those are like the country houses, the people living outside of the town. But villagers, we have Ketchup, Leonardo, we have Plucky, Nan, we have Chief, Kiki, Marshall, Diana, Stitches, and Walker. And of course the dream address is down at the bottom, so if you want to climb on in with me and tour alongside, that's amazing. You can save it for another time, and of course it'll be in the description along with the creator's information. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get into this medieval style building, and right away you know you're entering into a castle wall area. It's all guarded up. You can see the flags up above. You can see the castle walls and the big castle, I'm just gonna call them castle pillars, and there's stairs right here. So I don't know if this is like surrounding or not, but it gives you an idea of what we are going to be looking at. Like, you can see into the inner workings of the city, like behind this castle wall that's obviously heavily guarded by all the knights. There's this medieval style village going on, and I see all these Tudor style houses, and I love the builds of these. They look so good. They're simple panels, but and there's storefronts, and there's other items as well, creating those rooftops and then the smoke coming from them. But it's the customs that are making that for me. They're so good. Continuing around, and you can really see that moat area that we saw on the map from this side. So definite moat separating everything. And you can see more of those old style houses. Okay, so this is just like a perimeter walk. Look at the Tudor style houses all through. I can't wait to get down and into it. So pretty. I love the dedication that goes into making any themed island, because to create it and map it out, path it out, come up with your style, it's a lot. This is so good. Look at the sword and the map, and you can see the houses in behind. I can't wait to get down. I love all the style of the Tudor houses down there. It's so pretty. But this is the end of this pathway, so let's go down and into the inner workings of this city behind the castle wall. There's houses there, and you come in here, and this is right by resident services. This is where we came initially out of our dream to find the airport, and this is exactly what you would think it is. It's like a town square. You've got merchants selling clothing over here from their stands. You have a potter over here. You walk over in this direction, and you've got the fruits and vegetables. Look at the customs on the little half panels behind the stall. I love that. And then you've got the actual, like, vegetables, wheat, potatoes. That's so cute. And then you have a fruit vendor over here. What looks like a blacksmith shop right here. Or just selling armor. I don't know, that sword needs some work. It's a little rusty, but this is too cute. And then going through the gate, you come into these Tudor style houses. And I wonder if I can pan up and get a good view. You can! How amazing are these houses? I love the doors, the simple panels. They've got the laundry hanging up. It's just so perfect. It's exactly what you would expect to find in a medieval village. Can I walk through here? No, this is kind of like a dead end. There's a potter at the back, and then you see the medieval houses or the Tudor style houses here. And oh, I was so wondering what they were making these rooftops out of. I didn't even think of the big stone stove. That's so clever. It makes such a cool roof, but I love it mixed with the storefronts because of the dimension that it gives you. That is so cool. I love the Tudor style housing though. Heading back through the hall, past the Knight's Guard over here, and into another main area. And look at these houses! I'm obsessed with these panels. They look so good. You've got all the panel houses. You've got the decorations out front. You've got all the wooden boxes. You have the carts. I love the doors, the rooftops, the fact that you can see the smoke coming from what would be the chimneys in these houses. This is so cool. And then, of course, we have actual villager houses here. I see Marshall down in front. You can barely make out his head. And this villager's home. And it's bread and baked goods and an oven out front. There's also a panel showing the fresh baked bread. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say hopefully this is a bakery. But we'll find out. And I was right. It is a bakery. Look at the panels in the back. There's preserves. There's the fresh baked bread. You can see the actual wheat in the bags that they're using to create this stuff. The table. Oh, look at the rustic table that they're using. That is so perfect, where they're actually baking the bread. The candles lighting the house is like such a detail. The shovel for shoveling in like the coal or the wood or like stoking the fire. I love this. I love super, super detailed houses. The brooms hanging on the wall. And this is so fitting of the theme. I love it. And I love the walls. Like, they didn't go really intricate because obviously it wouldn't be back then. So this is so good. I love that you can see the bread stall. Oh, we have... There's clay. Now, I don't know if the clay is for this house or for the one before. I can see the table set up, but the villager is home, so obviously we're going to check out this interior. This is giving off, like, pub vibes. Like, you're coming in and you're getting a pint of something. There's like a hot brewed coffee going on. Oh, I love the ship's wheel on the wall. You've got the candle chandeliers. Again, it's all about the details because obviously they're not going to have lamps. In here, there's no electricity. So that's amazing. You've got Plucky over here working the actual bar. There's food and stuff set up. There's a fireplace. So a warm place to come and sit and eat and get something. I love this. Oh, I love the cowhide rug. I just noticed that underneath the tables. That's so cute. Love it. Back out into the streets, which are very crowded. And, I mean... that's what I would expect in a medieval style, like in the inner city. If you've seen any TV shows, movies, you know that those streets are crowded, and this is so perfect. Like, it's so fitting. There is another house here, and it looks like an apothecary because you've got the weigh scales, you've got all the little medicines, potions, ingredients. I don't think they're home. Oh, it's Nan's house. Again, that's the fun part about dreaming because you can always come back and you never know who's going to be home. So that's amazing. And then there's a house over here, which I'm going to say is... it's definitely metalworking blacksmith because I can see Look at the panels behind the stall. They've got the swords and the weapons. Then you've got all the armor. You've got the axes. You've got the suits here. You've got the fire going. So they're not home, but I'm going to say that that is most likely a blacksmith's house. But again, another reason to come back and visit. Now, working my way through back to these Tudor style houses. I'm loving them. I see a bridge over here and it's pointing us in this direction, but I don't know if I want to go that way yet or finish going back further the way that we were. I feel like there's a lot of interior that we need to check out before we kind of head on the Outer Banks. So let's go in this direction. Look at this view. You've got the Tudor style houses, you've got the fire, but then you've got this crazy giant church in the back, church chapel. I don't know what's acceptable to say. But again, medieval, it was so big, Catholic, Protestant, it didn't matter. It was just so based around the church. So that is so fitting. And again, with the simple panels and amazing customs, make that. Then you've got the houses leading to it, the Tudor style houses. That's so good. And again, crowded streets. I love the crowded streets. I don't know if I can keep going. Oh, I can keep going. The streets are very... Oh, that's where the museum is. I wonder how you get to the museum. Then it says go this way. This is kind of like the fishing dock, I guess, where the boats would come in. Oh, you can see the armed guard up in behind too. You can just make out their axes. You've got this whole like fishing dock area in the back, and that's so cool. The duck sitting on the dock is amazing. And then you come in. Oh, this is where we're right behind resident services now. Okay, and this is where Nook's Cranny is. This is where Able Sisters is. And more of these amazing houses. Like, look at the houses. I love the simple panels. Like, we don't have enough simple panel builds anymore. And if you watched my channel at all in the beginning when I just started building and was learning about the game, my obsession with simple panel buildings was like unparalleled. So seeing them even with the new items still being used and customized, it makes me so happy. But these customs are amazing and again, so fitting of the style. Here we are on the other side of resident services. Everything's pointing us in this direction, but look at these houses. Again, we have discovered Nook's Cranny over here. Obviously, Able Sisters. And if I can get past that tree, look at the custom outfits. The dresses are so good. Now, I'm wondering, are these the creator's designs? Are they someone else's? That doesn't matter. They're so good. I love that, and I love a good themed outfit when I go to a themed island. Back out onto the docks, past the docks, all the fishing equipment, and through another door. And where is this taking me? Can we go? Oh, you can go up and check out the perimeter on the other side. So you have the guard watching everybody out there. And this is what I'm talking about. You have this whole, like, inner city style build. And then on the outskirts, obviously, as you can see, there's, like, this little, like, the country village area. The people living outside of the town. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait to get out there, but... Again, we got to finish on the interior before we go to the exterior, and that is definitely exterior. So let's keep working our way through. Look at I'm just obsessing over their builds. They're so good, and the streets being as crowded as they are. Just wonderful. Oh, this is how you get to the museum. It's through a back road. I'm not going to go and walk through there because it'll end up taking me into the museum, but you can see just how to get there. You just gotta kind of find your way through all these back ways, streets, and alleyways. And we're back. We've checked out that part of the interior, so I'm now comfortable going across and checking out some more from this side. Now the guards are kind of really watching this door, and I can see some staircases, so I'm excited to see where this is gonna lead us. Oh, through a oh, how pretty is this garden courtyard? You know we're getting near the main palace. That's what I was gonna say. The main part of the castle, because they always have these gorgeous gardens and courtyards, and then you see all of the guard along the front. They're guarding the entrance. This is so pretty. And then the stairwell leading up. And now we're at the main house, so I'm excited to go inside and see exactly what they've done with it. All right, we are inside, and listen, you can hear all the people talking. You've got the Knights Guard. You've got this amazing... I keep saying Knights Guard like this is... oh, from a TV show. You can see the guards up or watching all over the doors. Look at this ornate carpet that they're using. And then you've got, oh, the bow and arrow in the corner. You've got the barrels, the swords. You've got candles everywhere. The deer head on the wall. Oh, they're using the golden arrow up top. That's so cute. Let's check out one of the other rooms. Okay, so we have like, oh, this is like the king's bedroom. I'm saying that because there is a crown there. Look at the pattern on the doors. I love how it looks open. You've got the books, the deer head. I love the drapery on the wall. Again, the candles everywhere, fresh flowers. You've got a map so you know they're doing work. Oh, there's a letter on the desk. In the bureau, I love that. The quill and the ink pen, so you know he's, doing some work, writing to other people. This is so cool, and I love the stone wall. Amazing bedroom. All right, we have entered the kitchen area of the castle. They've got all the food, the baskets of fruits and vegetables. They've got all their wood-burning stoves, the clay stove over here. They're cooking everything. They've got kind of the old shanty mat on the ground. I love the brick wall. I love, like, the cobblestone floor. This is so perfect. Oh, they've got the cat grass there, so I'm guessing that's being used like herbs. That's actually very clever. That's cute. It kind of has like a green onion, like spring onion, scallion look to it. And that it's kind of very fitting. But yeah, definitely a kitchen. Oh, wow. This is the throne room. And look you've got the guards at the entrance. You've got the pews for people to sit and watch. You've got obviously the throne sitting in the middle of the room. Look at the draperies and how ornate this room is. You've got the plants on the wall. I'm obsessed with this rug. I think I need to spend some more time hanging out at Harv's Island and checking out what Sahara has to offer because this is so pretty. I love this room though. Throne room. Very cool. Upstairs is the big banquet hall, and again, really ornately done. You've got the banners in the color. You've got the draperies all along the wall. Look at the gold dishes set up for like the main table, and then you've got all the side tables. This is so cool. The runner down the center. You've got the harp here for the music that'd be playing. All the dishes set up. I love the wine bottles and the pitchers on the tables. This is just so good. I love that you can hear all the people talking to you. You hear all the voices. It's like such a busy room, but this might be one of my favorite rooms in the house. I was so hoping that the basement of this house would be a dungeon, and I'm not disappointed. And then they used that shine effect to make it look like the people are talking from the jail cells, and then you've got the guard everywhere. This is so good. You've got this like well type thing in the center of the room. It's just dark and dank. I love the word boxes. But this is so perfect and so exactly what I was hoping for, because obviously the basement of the palace is the dungeon, and that's so good. That's amazing. Back outside of the main palace, which again, it's so good. And then you have this garden. It's so good. But now I'm excited because we're going to continue heading. Can I keep going through? I can. And we are now leaving the safety of the castle walls. And we are heading out into the more rustic part of town. You are going to the outer side where, you know, all the villagers that aren't lucky enough to live inner city live, or maybe lucky, or I don't know. It's kind of beautiful out here, but you've got this little farm area, garden area set up. I love the storefronts used there. You've got a villager house here, and they are home, so let's go check it out. It's Ketchup's house, and Ketchup's house is what I would expect to find in an old style house. Lots and lots of wood burning stoves, lots of pots cooking. They're obviously cleaning and preserving their produce over here. Just a little hay bed to sleep in, and then you've got the clay pitcher on the big log table. The walls are kind of broken apart and falling apart, and then you've got this wood plank floor. Again, I love the authenticity of the houses. So good. I'm just following the path here because I do see another villager house. They are not home, but very same thing. It's just, these are rural people. They're living off what they have. They've got their farms and they've got their gardens. I'm loving this natural path. It's so good. It's so different from what we just saw on the interior of the castle wall because it's so busy and cluttered and tight, and then you come out here and it's beautiful. It's nature. You've got these gorgeous paths. This looks like a woodcutter's house. Maybe there's an axe out front, so I'm taking a lot of liberties and guessing, but they are home, so let's check it out. I feel like I'm right. I feel like this is a woodworker's cabin. They've got like the actual logs of wood on the table. They've got the axe there. They've got the stone axe buckets. It looks like this is what they do. They are wood crafters. Like there's the wooden owl that's on the bookshelf, which is like such a perfect addition. You've got the wooden wreath. This is definitely a woodworker's cabin for sure, or woodcutter's cabin. Back outside, looking at the gorgeous scenery out here. It's just so pretty with all the trees and the mushrooms and the pathwork. Again, so very different from the inner workings of the castle walls. We have another villager house, and I don't know, it doesn't look like they're home. This would have been Kiki's house. I'm intrigued to see what it would have held, but again, more reasons to come back and visit. We're at the back of the island. I'm just following the path, seeing where it leads me. There is that moat surrounding the castle walls, so we're just following the path, going around that, and we saw this from the castle wall, the big wheat fields, the farmer fields. You've got the scarecrows out here. I love the wheat fields, and I love the rustic path in front of it. And then I remember this from the map, the two houses that are at the very back corner. The campsite is also on the other side of this. I did see that from the perimeter of the castle wall. But this villager is home, and I see a lot of laundry outside, so I'm going to say like a washer. Washer is not the word I was going for. Like someone that does, I don't know what you would call that. A washerwoman, laundry woman, I don't know. But Diana's house is definitely for cleaning linens. We'll put it that way. There's dirty linens hanging on the back wall. I love that detail. Oh, that's a familiar dress. Looks like it needs to be fixed. There's laundry being folded on the table. Then you've got laundry drying over here. So definitely where the laundry is being cleaned in Diana's house. But again, I love the little details, like the custom shirt on the back that's obviously still needing to be cleaned, the stuff that needs to be repaired, and then the linens and stuff that are drying. Really cool. I am absolutely adoring this island. Oh, there's stitches. It's like themed so well. You can go right back into the inner workings of the castle. I love that. Back onto the dock. Surprisingly easy to get around considering how tight and twisty the inside of the castle walls are, which again, it feels like you're on a TV show set or a movie set. The exterior is so rustic and pretty, and the interior feels so authentic. I love that the houses are themed and built into the style of the island. I love, again, a medieval island. I love a good themed island, and this one is done so well. There's so much to see, so much to explore. I love the intricacy of everything. They've done such a great job. I am, however, going to go ahead and end my tour here. I want to thank you guys, though, so much for coming along on this tour with me. I had an absolute blast. It's so well done. If you liked it as much as I did, though, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for all of your support, your comments, your kind words, your help. It means absolutely everything to me. And of course, you know I'm definitely going to be back with more Animal Crossing videos.